And welcome back to Sports Report with Chris Park. I'm Matthew Hatfield. We now go to the hardwood. I know you've been waiting for this, Chris, as it's the Bethel Bruins taking on the Hampton Crabbers in the season opener for these two Peninsula District rivals. A bunch of talented sophomores on the floor for this one.
Yeah, it seems like there's been a long tradition of excellent players coming out of both of these programs. And for Bethel on the road taking on a Hampton team, let's see what happens.
You think of Allen Iverson and Ronald Curry and so many others. Early on, it's the 6'5" shooting guard Marquise Godwin. He's got a couple of offers on the table, including one from Old Dominion with the sweet stroke. And then it's his classmate Mastadi Pitt, the point guard, getting to the rack for two.
Early on, Hampton with the advantage, and we'll see a couple of more players for Bethel start to take over the game, and they are led by Cam Baycoat.
Younger brother of Old Dominion's Aaron Baycoat, who poured in a career high against VCU not too long ago. Well, this will be the career night for Cam. And then you got the sophomore 6'11" big fella DeJour Dickens. Listen to his offer sheet, Chris. Creighton, Delaware State, Memphis, ODU, Temple, UVA, Virginia Tech. He's being recruited.
Yeah, he's a guy a coach can dream on as he gets to block in the paint there. And now Baycoat will set things up and finds his teammate Justin Ned for three. And just like that, Bethel is off and running.
Ned, one of the steady compliments in the backcourt to Baycoat as the Bruins under coach Craig Breon, the veteran there, really off to a nice start in Hampton and to Crabbers' gym. And then Baycoat with the short jumper there, a 14-12 lead midway through the second quarter.
We'll see if Hampton can respond as they're back on offense. And just over the outstretched hands of Dickens, the shot is missed, but it will find itself into the hands of Jalen Ray, and Ray can't connect from long range, and the rebound goes to Baycoat.
Hampton's got some outside shooters, but this time Baycoat gets the rebound, pushes it in transition for two as the Bethel defense forced it into some ill-advised long jumpers. This one in transition by Godwin's no good as the Bruins getting the stops they need. The putback try would be good, however, this time by the Crabbers is Jalen Ray.
Yeah, you have to wonder if the presence of Dickens in the paint causes Hampton to take those outside jump shots. It's great defense there by Justin Ned on the block, and Ned going coast to coast with the left hand off the glass.
Really sharing the point guard duties for Coach Craig Breon with Baycoat, who's more the scoring threat to go with Ned's steady defense there, as now the Bethel Bruins have it again in the perimeter, and Baycoat showing off that sweet stroke just like his brother did.
Yeah, under a minute to go, and Baycoat hits the three. Time winding down in the first half as Dickens in the paint tries to make the stop, but it's crisscrossing. He'll make you jump for two as he scores the basket for Hampton.
Hampton knowing they're going to need the inside guys to help complement those perimeter weapons they have. Baycoat coming right back at you with the lay-in before the horn there as Bethel's offense not to be deterred, a 25-16 advantage going to the second half.
We'll see if it stays that way into the third quarter as the shot is up and good for Baycoat as he continues his torrid streak of shooting in this game.
His jumper pure on this evening. Marquise Godwin, he can knock it down from long distance too, as he's one of the top three-point marksmen in the state. Godwin now feeding it inside to Justin Red. He turns around and hits the fadeaway over the outstretched arms of the 6'11" Dickens.
It doesn't matter how tall you are, you can't stop that as Red scores. And now Red trying to do the job defensively, fronting Dickens, but it's not going to matter because Baycoat is on fire. The mid-range game, and he hits the two.
A good jumper there, closely defended by Marquise Godwin on that play. And now Bethel going into the paint with Josh Owusu for the basket as Bethel penetrating well to go with those outside shots. Mastadi Pitt trying to answer, but Dickens' defense having an effect.
Yeah, it's nice to be 6'11", be able to knock those shots away, and that would lead to Baycoat open in the corner for three, and it rattles home, and Bethel is off to a great start here in the second half.
You know what they say, Chris? Rock solid defense leads to transition offense as Bethel got it going there in the third quarter, stretching its lead, and now Baycoat feeding the big man inside for the flush.
Yeah, Hampton trying to ratchet up the pressure, but they're going to find themselves on the unfortunate end of a couple of dunks here by Dickens as Baycoat again lays it off to his big man and he flushes it home.
I think we'll see that alley-oop throughout the season and for years to come as those two are sophomores. The fans file for the exit as Bethel with a mild upset over a Hampton team ranked in the top 10 in the state in 5A. The Bruins win it 54-47 behind Baycoat's career high 27 points. Dickens close to a triple-double with 11 points, 8 rebounds and 6 blocks, while Jalen Ray and Marquise Godwin combined for 26 in the loss.